guys, and welcome to my channel. It's me, Tofkey. I am going to be showing you how to do the lanterns with the Hunter solo on hard difficulty. This is going to be a lot of fun. I am using the Icebreaker, and I am also using the Don't Touch Me's. These are the most important part of my set. I also turn on all the invisible attributes and the lengthening invisible attribute for my Bladedancer so that I can be invisible as much as possible. I try to go past the first 3 lanterns, and then move on to the last one. Once I get to the last one, I'm going to sit there and try to get rid of as much darkness as possible. So you'll turn around, you'll aim your Icebreaker, and you'll get rid of whatever horde of thralls are right behind you. They're going to be the bane of your existence. So you just shoot them, make them explode with the Icebreaker. It is fantastic. Once you're done that, just head on off to the next lantern, especially if you're at 2 or less darkness, then you should be pretty fine to move on. So once you've hit the next lantern, just sit there for a moment, try to get rid of some of that. If you do break your invisibility, a big warning, it does have a cooldown. So when you're on cooldown, just boot it. Like run. You'll get meleeed a little bit later on, and that'll be fine. You just need to boot it as soon as your invisibility has been gone. So I try to hang around and maybe circle the lights once if I can, just so that I can get some of the darkness down if it has stacked a little bit more than I would like. But I try to keep it down as much as possible and, give a second or two at each lantern. The only ones that I don't, the exception, is the lanterns that have the knights. There's 2 lanterns that have knights and they're fairly close together. So I'm just going to take out these thralls here, kind of get myself down to a little bit less darkness. There we go. And then I'm going to move to this lantern. This lantern, I'm going to try to get my darkness down again. A great thing to do when you're going down these paths, if you're very unfamiliar, is look for the next lantern. If you're watching my video, you kind of get an idea of where the lanterns are and how I move. I've been doing this for so long, it just feels like second nature. So if you get turned around, just kind of look in each direction, find that lantern, and then keep going. So I'm just going to head to the next one here. I'm getting pretty close to the one with the knight. I think it's going to be this next one up ahead should have the knight. So I'm going to get rid of, there's a knight right there. I'm just going to get rid of as much darkness as possible and then boot it past him. Because he'll take you out in 2 hits. Or if a thrall hits you and he hits you, you're gone. You're toast. That's it. You're done. So be very careful. I'm not even going to try to go after these guys. I'm just going to move on. I've got my darkness down enough. It's fine. So there is going to be another lantern. I think it might be the one after this one, where you're going to be going up the hill and there will be another knight there. So let's see if that's the case. So there's another pitfall right there. Here's the lantern. Nope, so I got a little bit more until I need to. I'm going to take care of these thralls here. Try to get rid of as many as I can and then move on. There's the knight, so I'm going to be going up this hill here. Once I get to the top of this hill, I'm going to want to try to crouch for a little bit and shoot off the enemies. Because I'm going to have a lot of darkness when I get to the top of this hill. It's a pretty decent length of trip. Watch out for that pitfall there. That's one that I see a lot of people fall down quite frequently, so just be careful. So now look around, go behind, look at all those thralls. Look at them. So many. Alright, so we got most of them down. Darkness is completely off. Now don't go to that lantern. Turn off to the side. Look towards this one. But you're not going to want to turn that one on right away. You're going to actually turn right here after this rock. And then turn to the right here. Activate this. And then run towards that lantern. You may have a lot of darkness like I do right now. Just don't be afraid. Jump on this rock here. And try to get your darkness down as much as possible. Look how many there are. I'm going to throw down a grenade and thin out the herd a little bit. So once that lantern has taken down my darkness enough, I'm going to jump over to on top of the rock right here. So double jump, land, and I'm going to crouch and go after this ogre. So just keep shooting him in the center of the eye. This is one of 3 ogres that can appear. One at least appears every single time. Sometimes they appear behind you past the bridge, or they'll appear all of them right near that lantern, which is even easier when it's at that lantern. But if they do appear across the bridge, kill it first, then go through, especially if you're doing this by yourself, just to be safe, because you don't want him to take you out before you just make it to the end, right? That would suck. So I'm just going to wait for this bridge to finish forming. It's almost done. See how close it is. It's about 2/3 of the way, and it's finishing up pretty quick. Before you even try to jump on the bridge after it's formed, make sure that there is a solid bridge there. I have made that mistake and fallen right through. It is not fun. Because then you die and you got to do it all over again. So I'm just going to look to see if there's another ogre. Everything's looking good. I don't see any ogres on the other side. Bridge is solid, so I'm going to make my way. I'm just going to double jump. Another thing to be aware of while you're crossing this bridge, if a thrall tries to hit you when you're jumping, it can knock you off the edge. So try to save your second jump for when you know that you're pretty safe to keep jumping forward, or if you need to jump back onto the bridge. So this is pretty much it. We're at the end. Run down this hallway right into the light, and that's it. You've completed it. You finished the first part by yourself as the hunter. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So thank you for watching my video. If you liked the content that you saw here today, please press like. And if you like the content that you've seen in most of my videos, please subscribe so that you can see all my future content. Thanks guys, and see ya.